morning, welcome.
Hello, Cliff.
Nice to have you with us on Two Skinny Lattes.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Hashtag love Bunbury.
Hashtag love Bunbury.
Let us go back. You're a Donnybrook girl.
I am a Donnybrook girl, yes.
Tell me the story.
Raised on a farm, about 10 miles out of Donnybrook, Thompson's Brook. And yeah, great upbringing actually. You know, I always felt quite isolated out there as a teenager, but in hindsight, you know, it was a beautiful place to grow up. And went to Donnybrook High School, or Donnybrook Primary first, and then Donnybrook High School. And then Bunbury for my actual last 2 years of school. So yeah, really, I probably left Donnybrook when I was 16, not intentionally, but just education. And as a small country town, really, kids
Yummy.
can't get their education past year 10 back then.
At school, thank you so much.
Thank you. I've introduced you guys to my Tumeric Lattes here.
Yeah, I haven't had one. Do I put you? Thank you. That looks really, really nice.
With coconut milk.
Oh, that's very healthy for me. I'm an athlete this week. At school, it seems that there are some kids who are academic and some kids who are sporty.
Yes.
Where did you fall?
Neither. Actually.
Arty?
No, I was always a middle ground kid at school. I didn't really excel at anything. I wasn't bad at it, but I was never top of my class in anything either. I played sport, but I was never really fantastic at it. I held my ground. You know, I've got good elbows. I used to push around on a netball field and later on a soccer pitch, but and even academics, I did absolutely fine, but you know, I was never going to get ducks or anything like that. So.
And what did you want to be when you were at school? Did you know?
I never had any real ambition, to be honest, which is probably a bit of a shame. I had more ambition as I got older. But no, I think when I left school, in hindsight, I probably wished I had gone to uni straight away, but I didn't. I just really was keen to be independent, leave school, get a job, and I got my first job at Bunnings, actually.
You've done some pretty interesting things. Tell me about the fishing boat up north.
So yes, when I met my husband, he had a fishing boat, and that was basically our core business for a few years. And we used to head up to Carnarvon and fish for mackerel up there in the winter, and then fish for jewfish, a wetliner boat off the coast around Dunsborough in the summer. So we lived in Dunsborough. We used to rent a little house in Dunsborough, and then eventually in Busselton.
How did you come to land a job, so many jobs, in event management? Did that come from the entertainment centre, because you were there for about 5 years as the PR media manager there and doing a lot of other things as well? What was the process of going from that point to where you finished up in event management now?
I guess we've all got skills, sometimes we just don't know what they are. And when I graduated from uni, I actually did go to BREC and I worked as a marketing manager there. And while I was there, amongst doing marketing basically, I produced a number of shows. And it made me realise that I actually had the skills and ability to organise, to coordinate, time management I'm very good at. And I don't tend to get stressed in stressful situations, I guess. I just get on and do it.
You were the captain of the ship in most ways.
Oh, well, I hadn't thought of it
Well,
that
I mean,
way.
you're the one who's going, right, we're going to do that, we're going there, we're going to do this. So you were marshalling the troops.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the director has a massive role, and I think that's equal in a lot of ways. And then there was the executive producer as well. But yeah, I guess I'm a bossy boots. I'm good at telling people what to do.
But do you play well with others? Is it my way or the highway?
No. Has to be a team effort. I don't believe anything we do in our life is done as a solo. You know, even people that achieve amazing things. And you know, achievements are personal. It's not, I don't think there's any major benchmark other than what you feel internally. So no, it's always a team effort.
And that entertainment centre, the centre that we've got, we should be immensely proud of that. And I know that other artists and producers, directors, they talk. It's a relatively small group of people. That word gets around. The word I know has got around that the Bunbury Entertainment Centre is schmicko.
Oh look,
that's a technical term.
It's the most amazing facility, and it goes way back to, I don't know, how long is it now? 30 years?
It's
25 years?
Oh no, it's got to be more than that, because I remember being at the 5th birthday for the entertainment centre just after I got here.
I organised the 10th birthday celebrations. I don't know if you remember that. We had the 10 tenors and then we had the fireworks playing to Happy Birthday on the roof of the building, and it was a nightmare. It was a disaster.
You wouldn't be allowed to do that now.
It was stuff going, everything, things shooting sideways instead of upwards, and yeah, there's a lot of background to that one. But yeah, you know, it was really the insight of all those people, led by people like Ross Ranson, who really thought we need a theatre, you know, a professional theatre, and that's exactly what they did. They worked tirelessly for a number of years to raise a lot of money. And then I think all the teams along the way have sort of picked up and continued, and it's just continued to evolve and develop. And you know, for regional productions, we've just seen an incredible show there, you know, Phantom of the Opera. And that's, you can only deliver those shows when everything comes together properly, and a part of that is having the ability to perform on a professional stage with professional tech.
Yep.
And that's what BREC offers all of these regional productions. You know, it gives people the chance to go to that next level. I mean, the set, you couldn't put a set like that in a small theatre.
Brilliant.
You know, the same with the costuming, the number of the cast. So yeah, I agree, BREC is just a huge asset for us, and we need to be very grateful to all those people that have built that over the years, you know, and to the team that are there now.
Have you always been arty?
No, I wasn't actually raised in an arty family, to be honest. So I think I brought the art to the family.
But you're slightly musical. You played the flute for a while.
Yes, I did. With difficulty. I mean, funnily enough, when I remember I'd finished school, I must have only been 18, I went to the Highway Hotel and there was a flautist there, and I went, I'm going to do that. So I actually drove to Perth the next weekend and bought a flute from Zenith Music and had lessons with Luke de Bono. And I had lessons for a few years, actually. And I always just plonked along. Again, you know, I was never fantastic at it. I had to work hard at it, but I enjoyed it. And yeah, and then eventually gave my flute to my daughter, and she played it at school, and she's probably done a lot better than I have, but like me, she still needs to work away at it.
Our hashtag is Love Bunbury.
Yes.
You obviously do. Being from the southwest, from Donnybrook, you were within the area. Was there ever any thought of not settling in the southwest?
Again, a lot of things I did weren't really that deliberate, I guess. I don't know. I just, you know, we've been travelling around with the boat. I actually did love growing up in Donnybrook, but I knew that I had never intended to go back to Donnybrook because it was too small for me. And then Bunbury just seemed like such a great place to raise our children, so that's why we came here. And we've been here ever since, really. Yeah, I love Bunbury. I love the community. I've seen it evolve and grow. When you look at the changes over the last 10 or 15 years, and we have got a beautiful lifestyle. And you know, I've said it before, but you know, it's people. My family's close, and I love, you know, my extended family. We, you know, we don't live out of each other's pockets, but we certainly have a lot to do with each other. We're invested in each other's lives, and love spending time together. So, and also with our children, it was really important to us that the children were raised by a village, and that was, you know, with our family around us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess things evolve.
When you're talking to people in the arts community, they could be statewide, countrywide, maybe overseas. What do they know about Bunbury, and what do you tell them?
It's interesting, even working on Bunbury Fringe, it's interesting the amount of people that have been in touch with me saying, you know, and big credit to Joel McGuinness for kicking this off, because it's a big risk.
It is.
You know, and so I love the fact that we can keep this going. And definitely what's happened is people get in touch and say, look, we've heard about Bunbury Fringe, we'd like to be involved. And more so, particularly over the last couple of years, people know more about Bunbury and ask about it with curiosity and, I guess, wanting to know more or learn more. And it's really important. What I find with the events that I do, we are always bringing people into town for the events. So, you know, they go to cafes, restaurants, they visit the wine region, you know, go for walks on the beach. 6330, you know, the artists all over the world.
Oh, I love,
you know,
our street art.
There they are, on the beaches, swimming, eating out. So, without exception, all of these events mean that we can host people and they take that away with them. And so we've often got feedback back that said, oh my God, you know, the hospitality's been amazing, we love your town, and people want to come back.
Do you see a greater pride in Bunbury from the people in Bunbury and the southwest now?
There's more open pride amongst a lot of people. I think there's still some people that are complacent and don't really think much about it, or they still want to keep it to themselves. So yeah, we just need to learn to want to share it more. You know, it's okay to share it.
You're going to be on the council one day?
I don't think so.
You've been asked.
I have.
You've been asked to run for mayor.
Yep.
That was a while ago, but
Yep.
did you think about it?
Only briefly. Yeah, no, I think, look, my father was actually the youngest Shire president in the state, I think. And he joined council when he was 26. He'll correct me if I've made a mistake there, but I'm pretty sure he was 26. So I have grown up with a family that's been heavily invested in local government, which I think is why I like community so much. My family is absolutely instilled in me the value of community, you know, and working as a team. So I see local government as, you know, it's incredibly important, and we need to make sure we get the right team on there. I'd rather work on trying to get the right team there. And also, I'm so passionate about what I do, which is events, arts, culture. And, you know, culture is more than just arts, that's the sport, you know, it's your community organisations, etc. So I think I'd rather put my time and invest in those things that I understand and know about. And if I can contribute in that way.
Do you see Bunbury continuing to grow at the kind of pace that we've had, or is it going to get faster? There's a different feeling in the place. I think we're going up.
I think it's definitely is getting faster. I mean, there's no doubt there's flat areas. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But, you know, there's other areas that are showing growth. And I think of Bunbury now very much as Bunbury Geograph. And it's because I work with the Geograph wine region, which means that I'm working with people from Harvey to Busselton. And I see that what we have is that package. You know, Bunbury Town on its own offers something, but Bunbury Geograph as a whole offers so much more.
You're very passionate. You've always been a passionate person. It's boots in or don't even bother.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Maybe ask my family that. But yeah, no, I mean, look, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You know, and I'll try really hard to do it. So, and again, you know, that's what I've inherited probably from my father more than anybody, but most, you know, we're all the same. And my mother as well, she just keeps on working really, you know, she's kept us all together, and yeah, I guess she's sort of that sort of calming influence amongst the chaos.
You don't want to go back to the fishing boat? No, I don't think so. No. And your creative side has come out too in a little side project that you've had for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Do tell.
Her name's Florence, and
You've named it.
I never ever thought I'd be a grey nomad, and I don't think I am. But yeah, so anyway, I found this little van in the shed, tucked away in the shed, never intended to have a caravan or to buy one, but I fell in love with it, went home, thought about it all night, rang the guy, please sell it to me. He didn't want to, but he rang back and said, look, I'm not going to fix it up in a hurry, you can have it. So yeah, I bought it and spent 2 years renovating with the help of a lot of people, and I love it. And it gives me a chance, it's actually an excuse to get away for a weekend. So it's not intended for any tours or long trips, but yeah, I mean, we went to the Coolum races there was 3 girlfriends, you know, just tucked ourselves away, drank a bit of champagne on the Friday night around the fire, slept in the next day. Florence is all decked out in perfect retro style gear. So
Your
yeah.
artistic style, of course.
Oh yeah.
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 Do you have a motto that you live by? A creed, maybe?
I don't know. I don't really think.
Boots in, I'm thinking.
Boots in, you reckon? Well, it's a good one for me. Shoes.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I guess, you know, I mean, it's a cliche, but be true to yourself, you know, and I've always said, you know, just be nice to people, you know, always think the best. I mean, my mother's always said, you know, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say it. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag love Bunbury.
Hashtag love Bunbury.
Mwah. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.